This is ILAKKIA.J. In the last session, we have started with the tokens in chapter 5, 12th computer science. So, in that we have discussed about identifiers and keywords. So, in today's class, we are going to continue with the next subtopic in tokens, that is operators. So, operators are nothing but the symbols that we are using in the Python programming language. So, for what we are using the symbol? So, symbols are mostly used for computations, that means calculations, and for conditional making. So, here we are going to use operands and operators. So, what is operands and what is operator? So, operands are the variables that we are using along with the operators. So, operators are the symbols that we are used for the calculations. It might be a mathematical calculations or for a conditional matching or for logical operations. So, for all those things we are using operators. So, operators can be divided into many types. So, like arithmetic operator, relational operator, logical operator and assignment operator. So, in this class we are going to continue with this operators. So, let me explain what is operator first. So, in computer programming language, operators are special symbols. So, I have already told you that operators are the special symbols that we are using in the Python code. So, which represents computations, conditional matching, etc. So, these operators are used for computations, that means calculations, and for checking the conditions. Okay, so the value of an operator used is called operand. So, the variables that we are using for calculations along with the operators are called operands. So, the operators that we are using in the Python programming can be categorized as arithmetic, relational, logical and assignment operator. So, value and variables when used with the operators are also known as operands. So, the variables which holds a value. So, although those things can be used for the calculations. So, it's called a operands. So, first we are going to discuss about arithmetic operators. So, arithmetic operator is nothing but a simple mathematical operations that we are using. So, what are the arithmetic operations? An arithmetic operator is a mathematical operator that takes two operands and perform a calculations on them. So, arithmetic operations are a simple mathematical operations that we are using, like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So, for that what we are going to take? We are going to take two operands, that means two variables with one operator, that is one symbol. So, with the two variables and one operator we are going to perform a mathematical calculation on them. So, they are used for a simple arithmetic operation. So, most computer languages contain a set of such operators that can be used within equations to perform different types of sequential calculations. So, most of our mathematical calculations are done by using these arithmetic operations, and also for all the computer languages, programming languages, we are using this arithmetic operations for performing some sequential calculations. So, what are the different types of arithmetic operators? Let me explain you now. So, Python supports the following arithmetic operators. So, these are all the operators of Python, that is arithmetic operators that we are used in the Python. So, this is a simple example how it is working, and this is the result how it is works. So, what are the operators that we are used in the arithmetic operations? First one is addition, which is used to add two variables, that is these A and B are called as a operand. I have already told you that variables and values that we are used are called operands. அப்ப இங்க Aவும் Bயும் என்னன்னு சொல்றாங்க operand, and the plus அப்படின்றது operator. So, the arithmetic operation will contains of two operand and one operator. Okay, so first one is addition. So, here A is the value given for A is 100 and the value given for B is 10. So, A plus B is equal to 110. So, for example, let me explain you with the example. A equal to 100 and B is equal to 10. So, A plus B, print A plus B. So, the answer is 110. So, this is what they have given. So, this is what this how it is working. So, this is the use of the arithmetic operation. So, like that, subtraction A minus B is equal to 90. A multiplication A into B is equal to 1000. Division A by B equal to 10.0. modulus A modulus 30 is equal to 10. Exponent A power 2 is equal to 10,000. Floor division, that means quotient. Modulus means a remainder and floor division means a quotient. So the result of this floor division is 3. So it will give you the result of the quotient while we are dividing. So we'll see this example program by using the Python ideally. File open. I have already saved it in the folder, so I'm going to open it. So arithmetic. So this is the program used for arithmetic. I have already told you that A equal to 10 and B equal to 10. So the sum is A plus B, the difference, that is subtraction, is A minus B, the multiplication product is A into B, the quotient, that means here they have given quotient is nothing but a floor division, okay, and the remainder is modulus. The floor division is A by, so the quotient is the division and the floor division is the answer of quotient. So both of them will be giving the same result only. So what is the difference between two is we'll be explaining you with the result while running. So I am going to run the module. So already the input is given as 10 and 110. So the sum is 110. The difference is 90. The product multiplication is 1000. The quotient, that is division, is 10.0 and the remainder is equal to 10. The exponent is equal to 10,000 and the floor division is equal to 3. So this is the answer. Result, okay va. So for example, I am going to explain you only this floor division. So what is the result for say variable value used in A is 100. 100 divided by 30. So 30 into 3 is equal to 90. So the quotient will be 3. So that is what this floor division will take only the quotient. So this is a new one that we are using in the arithmetic operator. Before that, we in the C++, you people were learned about all these operators. So exponent is nothing but the square, okay, that is power, okay, and modulus is nothing but what we are getting as a remainder is called as modulus. So when we divide the 110 by 30, the remainder will be 10. So the remainder is 10. So this is simple division. So here they have given a spelling mistake for division, so you can correct it. So division. So this is what arithmetic operator. And next we'll be moving into the next operator, that is relational or comparative operator. So relational or comparative operator. So what is relation? So here we are going to check the relation between two different operands, okay, whether it is greater or lesser or equal to. So this is the comparison between two operators. So this is called as a relational operator or comparative operator. So it will check the relationship between two operands, and if the relation is true, the given relation comparison is true, then it will returns the value result as true, otherwise it will returns the value as false. So the relation operator is also called as a comparative operator, which checks the relationship between two operands. If the relation is true, it returns true, otherwise it returns false. So let me explain this with an example. So what are the relation operators we are using? That is equal to, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, and not equal to. So how it is working? So I have given already A equal to 10 and B equal to 10. So I am going to check whether print A equal to B. So the result is false because A is not equal to B, because A equal to 100 and B equal to 10. So now I am going to check whether A is greater than B. A is greater than B. So you all know that the value given as the variable A is greater than B. So it is going to be true. So this is how the relational operator will works. So first one is, it is going to check the equality, A equal to B. So 100 is equal to 35. So the result is going to be false. So 100 is not equal to 35. So the result is going to be false. Next I am going to check A, the value 100 is greater than 35, the value of B. So it is going to be a true. Next 100 is less than 35. condition is false. Next, 100 is greater than or equal to 35, condition is true. Next, less than or equal to 100 is less than or equal to 35, condition is also false. So, not equal to, it is going to be true because 100 is not equal to 35, so it is going to be true. So, this is how it is working, the relation operator is working. So, now let me explain you, and I am going to show you how it is working with the Python language. I have already stored it as relational, yes, relational operator. So, what I have explained you in your textbook, that is what given. So, here A and B, the input for value for A and B, that have to be given by us. So, it has to be given during the runtime. So, based on the two input value, I am going to evaluate the result. So, what is the input value given in your book is for A is 35 and B is 56. So, I am going to work with the same value 35 and 56. Okay, run. So, 35 and 56. So, what is the result? So, A is equal to B, condition is false. A is greater than B, that is also condition false. A is less than B, condition true. 35 is less than 56, so condition is true. A is greater than or equal to B, condition is going to be false. A is less than or equal to B, 35 is less than 56, so it is going to be true. 35 is less than or equal to B, that is going to be true, and A not equal to B, that is going to be true. Once again, A is less than B. Okay, so that only it is given a wrong result. So, save again 35 and 56. 35 and 56. So, now you will getting the correct answer because I have made a mistake while typing. So, that only you have got a wrong output because A less than or equal to 0. I have given A less than or equal to 0. So, that is what for reason for the wrong result, and now I have corrected it and the result is also correct, perfectly correct. So, now I am going to continue with the next operator, that is logical operator. So, logical operator performs some logical operations with the relational operation. So, here I am going to take two relational expression and I am going to compare the two relational expression by using the logical operator. I am going to perform the logical operations by using two relational operations, okay, expressions. Okay, so what are the three different logical operations I am going to do is AND, OR and NOT. So, you have already know what is the operations of AND. When two inputs are true, the output is true, otherwise the output is false. So, what is the use of operations of OR means when any given one input is true or both the input is true, the result is true, otherwise the result is false. NOT is nothing but a opposite, that is complement. So, these are all the three logical operations that you have learnt in your C++ itself. So, now I am going to explain you how it is working in Python. Okay. So, in Python, logical operators are used to perform logical operation on the given relational expression. So, I am going to use the relational expression for doing the logical operation. So, what are the three logical operators are AND, OR and NOT. Example, here the given value A is going to get the variable A is going to take the value 97 and B is going to take the value 35. Okay. So, here first I am going to perform the OR operation. Okay. So, here I am going to take two relational expressions, A greater than B and A equal to B. So, I am going to take the two relational expression and I am going to compare it with the logical operator OR. First condition is A is greater than B. The 97 is greater than 35. The condition is true. Or second condition is A 97 is equal to 35. So, this condition is going to be false. So, I have already told you that in OR condition or logical operation, any one of the input is true, the output is true. So, true or false is equal to true. And next one is AND operation. Again, A greater than B is true and A equal to B is false. True and false becomes false because in AND operation when both the 2 given input is true, the output is true. Otherwise, the output is false. Not is a complement. A greater than B is a true. Okay, so opposite of true is false. That is not true. So this example I am going to explain you with the already saved example, logical operation. So here I am going to give the input for A is 50 and B is 40. So run. A is 50 and B is 40. So true, false and false. So this is the output that we are getting, true, false and false. Okay, so I have explained you already with this example. So now you can understand with the program, I think so. Okay. Next, I am going to continue with the next one, assignment operator. So do you all know the use of assignment operator? So we can assign the values in the right hand side to the variable in the left hand side. So this is called as assignment operator. Here I am going to perform some arithmetic operation by using this assignment operator. Here I can reduce the coding. Okay, reducing the variable used. Here x plus equal to 20. This is the assignment operator use. Plus equal to is the assignment operator use. So what is the meaning of this statement is x is equal to x plus 20. So here instead of using x plus, I have directly used x plus equal to 20 to reduce the expression size. So this is the use of the assignment operator. So in Python, equal to is a simple assignment operator, as you already know. So which is used to assign a variable with a value. Okay, so variables in the left hand side will be assigned to the value to the right hand side. So let us take an example, a equal to 5 and b equal to 10. Okay, so a is going to take the value 5, it is going to assign with the value 5, and b is going to assign with the value 10. So these two assignment statements can also be given as, so these two expressions can also be reduced by using the comma. I have already told you, taught you in input and output function. How can we use one or more, print one or more variables, or take input from one or more variables. So a comma b is equal to 5 comma 10. That means a is going to take the value 5 and b is going to take the value 10. Okay. So what are the various compound operators? So these are the called as a compound assignment operators. So what are the compound assignment operators that we are going to use in Python are plus equal to, minus equal to, multiplication, and that means asterisk is equal to, division equal to, modulus is equal to, exponent is equal to, and floor division is equal to. So these are all the assignment operators. So whatever you have used in the arithmetic operator, the same can be used with the assignment operator. So these are all called as a compound operators. So example, first one, equal to, it is going to assign the value to the right hand side, to the variable to the left hand side. So x is equal to 10 and b equal to computer. So x takes the value 10 and b is going to take the value computer. And plus equal to, so it is going to add the value given on the right hand side to the variable, whatever we have stored, variable of the value. So x is going to take the value 10. So that means 10 plus 20. So x will already have a value 10. So x is equal to, which means x is equal to x plus 20. So x will have the value 10. So 10 plus 20 is equal to 30. So now the value of the x is going to change as 30. So same, added, plus is equal to is used to added and assign back the result to the left operand. So that is x is going to take the value result, that is 30. The same, x minus equal to 5, which means x is equal to x minus y. So x will take a value 35 in the result. Okay, so 30 minus 32, 30 minus 5 is equal to 25. So now the value stored in the variable x is 25. Next, multiplication. So x asterisk equal to 5, that means x is equal to x into 5. 25 into 5 is equal to 125. Same, x divided by equal to 2, that means x is equal to x by 2. So 125 by 2 is equal to 62.5. Next, modulus. Take in modulus remainder using two operands, assign the result to the left operand, that is x is equal to 2.5. So already x is equal to 62.5 modulus 3. So it is going to take the value 2.5. Next x 2.5 power 2, which is going to take the value 6.25. So 6.25 is equal to 6.25 divided by what, that means floor division by 3. So it is going to take the value 2.0. So now I will show you a demo program. Okay, so here the value for x is 10. Okay, file, open, that is assignment operator. Now I am going to run it. So I am going to give the value for x is 10. So for x equal to 10, x plus equal to 20 is 30, x minus equal to 5 is 25, x into equal to 5 is 125, x by equal to 2 is 62.5, x modulus equal to 3 is 2.5, x exponent of equal to 2 is 6.25, x floor division is equal to 3 is 2.0. So that I have x whatever value expressions I have explained is represented here as a result. So everything is correct now, it's perfect now. So next one is conditional operator. So conditional operator is used for replace the multi-line coding into a single line. So what is the multi-line coding? So for instead of if-else making, so while doing the if-else condition checking, we will take more than 2 or 3 or 4 lines. Okay, so instead of using 3-4 lines, we can replace it with a single line by using the conditional operator. So this conditional operator is also called as a ternary operator. So based on the condition being true or false, it is going to evaluate the condition based true or false and print the result. So ternary operator is also known as a conditional operator that evaluates something based on a condition being true or false. It simply allows testing a condition in a single line, replacing the multi-line, if else making the code compact. So what is the syntax of conditional operator? So variable name is equal to if. So this is the condition. If the condition is true, okay, this is the condition. If it is true, the statement on the left hand side will be work. If the condition is false, the statement which is given after the else part will be working. So let me explain you with the example. So min is equal to 50. Okay, if 49 is less than 50, so the condition is going to be true. So minimum will take the value 50. That is true part. If it is false, if the condition is false, it will take the value as 70. So the condition is going to be true. So min is equal to 50. So this is the explanation of the example. Again, if 49 is greater than 50, the condition is false. So min is going to take the value as 70. So this is how the conditional operator will work. So I will show the demo program of this conditional operator now. So run. The value for A and B is already given. So run. So minimum of A and B is 20, which means among these two, the minimum value is 20. Okay, the value stored in the min is 20. So this is this is how the conditional operator will works. So with this, you can understand about the different types of operators, and will continue the next one, that is in the topic of in the types of talker, that is delimiters. So the special symbols that we are using, symbols and symbol combinations that we use in the Python program are called as the delimiters. So these delimiters can be used in the expressions, list, dictionaries and strings. So what are the delimiters that we are using in our Python coding are bracket, square bracket, curly braces, comma, colon, dot, single quotes, equal to, semicolon, plus equal to, minus equal to, asterisk is equal to, division is equal to, floor division is equal to, modulus equal to, and equal to, or equal to, cap equal to, greater than, so that means shift equal to, left shift, right shift is equal to exponent equal. So these are all the delimiters. There are special symbols that we are using in the Python code are called the delimiters. So with this, we'll conclude the session. We'll continue the next topic in the next session. Thank you.